And we are doing mathematics N6 in chapter 5 with volumes. So also you can find it in the calculus chart textbook. And let's get started. So we're going to do this one. We're given a statement says determine the volume of the solid generated when the error between the curve y equals to x bracket negative x plus 1 close bracket and the x-axis rotated about the y-axis, and then the x-axis. So let's get into it. So we are given an equation. This equation is so to sketch the graph, first we have to find the x-intercept. So for x-intercept is we let y equals to 0, and then x is equals to 0, or x equals to 1. Then for turning point, we use this equation x equals to negative b minus 2a. Then substituting this value, our b here, it's 1, and our a is negative. So we have a x of 1 over 2. So solving for y, we'll substitute the value of x here, which is 1 over 2. We put 1 over 2. And then we'll be left with this one will be positive, so we'll have 1 over 4 as our turning point. So we have a graph like this. It cuts at 0, and then there's a turning point, and then cut at 1. So you have 0 and 1. So x-axis, y-axis, and then our turning point is here, which is 1 over 2 and 1 over 4. And then our stripped obvious according to the boundaries. They say it is between the y-axis, which is the graph, this one, and the x-axis, which is this x-axis. So we will use our x-intercept as our limit. Now we're going to deal with the question. Says we determine the volume of the solid generated when the error between this graph and the x-axis rotated about the y-axis. So y-axis, how do you know it's a shell or it's a disc? You check the stripped. As you can see, the stripped, it's dx. So the stripped and the x-axis are not the same axis, so it's a disc. It's a shell method. So I have 2 pi xy. Our limit is 0 and 1 because these are the boundaries of the x-axis. Then we'll substitute the value of we have to eliminate, and then everything must be in terms of x, so we eliminate y. So to eliminate y, we'll take the equation of y and then substitute where there's y. So we have x, so we're going to take this equation, which is x. So if you multiply the equation inside, we have negative x squared plus 1 and plus x. Then we're going to multiply inside by the x, which is which is outside. So we're going to have rearranging this one, we'll take the negative to the other side, so we're going to have x square minus x cube dx. And then continuing here, we can integrate from this point, so we can have x cube over 3 minus x raised to 4 over 4, and then the limit is 0 and 1. Substituting the limit, we'll have something like 1 over 3 1 over 4. When you put 3 here, any number, when 1 is raised to something, it doesn't change, remain 1. 1 raised to 4, it's 1. 1 raised to 5, it's 1. So we raise 1 by 3, it's 1. Raise 1 by 4, it's 1. So the other side will be 0, because we're going to substitute by 0. So if you substitute 0, 0, it will be 0. So we're going to solve this, taking the common factor, we'll get multiplying this one. You can use a calculator. When you check, you'll get 1 over 12. And then 1 over 12, the final answer, we'll get 12 will cancel. Here we'd have 1 over 6, so it's a cube, unit cube. So this is the rotation about the y-axis. So this is how you get it. Let's see the next one. So it rotates about the x-axis. So this one is a disk method, so we're going to use a disk method to solve this one. So it's rotated about the x-axis. How do you see it? You check the strip and the rotation. So this is a strip, this is the rotation are the same, so that means it's a disk method. So we're going to use the equation of a disk. This is for x, we put y square here, our limit is 0 and 1. Then we're going to substitute the equation here, 0 and 1. So we're going to substitute the equation. It's let's start with the x minus x square. It's the same thing, just rearranging, avoiding the confusion of the negative. It's simple like this one. And then square dx, and then expanding this one, you're going to use the expanding method. Just square this one because it's a square, we'll get the square, and then multiply this one with this one, and 2. It's no longer a square when you're getting the middle one. So you'll have something like this one multiplied by this one is x cube multiplied by 2. So we have minus 2x cube. You will multiply everything. This one multiplied by this one multiplied by 2. It's not the square. You'll get this one. So this is the 2. Then squaring this one, because you are squaring it, and then you'll have raised to 4, because you're squaring, is not multiplying. You only multiply this one. So this one is a 2 when you're going to multiply. So let's say this is the x. Now we're integrating. So integrating, you're going to have x cube minus 2 raised to 4, and then plus raised to 5 over 5, and then we're going to substitute. When you substitute by 1 here, you'll have 1 over 3 minus the 2 will cancel the 4, you'll have 1 over 2, and then you will have, substituting 1 here, you'll have 1 over 5, and then the rest, the other side, you'll substitute by 0 here, you'll get zeros the other side, and then everything becomes 0 that side. And then adding this one all together, you will get something like let's do this one first. You get 2 minus 3, multiplying the 2, it's 6, then plus 5, 1 over 5, then this become negative 1 over 6 plus 1 over 5, then multiplying this one, you will have something like negative 5 plus 6, multiplying the 2, 6 times 5, it's 30. This is going to be pi over, this will subtract each other, unit cube, so this is the final answer. This is 30. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.